swung the favor in Punjab's. It's Punjab's game now. I don't see Arshdeep conceding over 15 runs in 4 balls. He's a good bowler.
That he is, no doubt about that.
Could be a famous, what do you call, last words, let's say, if he actually does end up conceding.
400 runs already being scored on this pitch.
So they need 3 scoring shots at least. At least 3 scoring shots if
One
they are
of
to
them
win this game now.
has to be a 6 now.
Well, he's broken the stump. Well bowled, yeah, Arshdeep.
Well, bowled, Arshdeep.
He really has.
Full-blooded Yorker.
That's beautiful.
Full-blooded Yorker.
That's it. Game, set and match.
It's game and set for sure.
This is over now.
It's over. I mean, you need 15 of 3. You need at
2
least
sixes and a 4.
Look at that. Seam up.
And in the block.
Ooh, snapped it in half.
Actually, that's where I think the camera would be
Higher,
positioned
slightly
a little higher. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see that camera shot though.
Actually, they will show it.
Yes, they will. They will.
I think they will.
I remember that 92 World Cup, India-Australia. Moody was bowling to More. He tried a lap, but the stump was broken in half. And camera, stump vision, good night stump vision.
Yeah. See, now it will take time actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
It will. Siddharth.
Oops.
Now it will take time because they've broken the. In fact, he's broken the stumps. So now they'll have, and that to the middle stump.
Yeah, but when Green and Suryakumar Yadav were really good in toms.
They can play with just 2 stumps. Yeah, sure.
If it goes in the middle, no problem. Consider it bowled.
Yeah. No, but the Bales will not rest now without a middle stump.
But what brilliant bowling, from Arshdeep. This is the reason why he was fast tracked.
Yeah.
I mean, he was hardly fast tracked in all fairness. 2018, he made his debut.
For?
Punjab Kings.
But he wasn't playing and bowling consistently. It was just 2 good seasons with Punjab.
2020 and 2021.
2022 also.
Was a breakthrough.
Yeah, and then he had been playing in domestic cricket for quite some time. Was doing reasonably well. He's one bowler. I think recently he played the domestic season also, not the entire season, but when he was available, he went back to play the domestic season or matches, the Ranji Trophy games.
Yeah.
And he was there for the camp also, made a few changes. You would remember he was guilty of bowling those no balls far too frequently.
Yep.
In fact, was hit for 1 odd, sixes here, boundaries here. He's worked on his run up again and hasn't bowled, if I'm not wrong, not bowled a single no ball in this entire season.
Yeah.
And he was one bowler who was so guilty of bowling those no balls. Oh!
He's broken another one! He's broken another one!
Oh dear God, he broke another stump!
Brilliant.
And he's gonna have another hat trick.
And look at the pace, by the way, he's cranked it up in the 140s.
140.
Brilliant death bowling.
But that's it, now it's done. It's legal balls.
15 of 2. Not.
I'm glad I changed my prediction midway.
Yeah. And man, because of this, Punjab will now be the only team to have an even record against Mumbai Indians. 15 all. 15 games. Mumbai have won 15 now.
What
Punjab.
bowling.
Wow. Ferocious.
It's a horrible shot.
Ferocious.
What are you doing?
No, but he had no choice.
No, you could have played a better shot than that.
In fact,
You'll have to give credit to the bowler.
Bowler,
Of course.
See,
Nothing away from the bowler.
He anticipated that he will go for a wild swing and he just
Kept it in
followed
the
him and bowled another full-blooded Yorker.
well, he's on for another hat trick.
Impact player, by the way.
This is the reason
He made an impact.
Arjun Tendulkar must be cursing that over that he bowled 31 runs.
96 runs in the last 5 overs that Mumbai conceded. So it's with them
Punjab
hard.
going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think they will be in 4th position. I think because
But they still have full 1 month to play before the playoffs. I think 21st
21st is the last league game. Yes.
league game, yeah.
Exactly.
अरे अब क्या explain कर रहे हो यार? Let him bowl
Who
now.
knows?
He was doing so well without any explanation anyway.
We quote a very famous thing, leave me alone, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Kimi.
जो KL राहुल ने मूड खराब किया
Only you would have got it.
अर्शदीप ने मूड सही कर दिया
See, Sam Curran is Sam Curran is laughing, huh? What if it's what we
Hat trick of broken stumps.
Yeah, it can happen. I mean, Arshdeep, the way how he's bowling the lengths, fantastic.
You know, Yorkers are all about confidence, and finally, you know, this season at least we've seen bowlers, at least the experienced ones, they're bowling Yorkers. Norke showed that.
Yes. Against Mumbai only.
Because players, in fact, bowlers, they at times feel, you know, what if
Bad too.
we don't get it right? It might go for a. Remember, also add Sandeep Sharma's name to it.
Yes.
CSK.
All after bowling those two wides, all 6 deliveries were in the block hole. Or he missed a couple of.
Rather 2 wides, then 2 sixes, and then he got his Yorker
But
right.
even for Sandeep Sharma, I'll tell you, credit goes to the batter because any other batter would not have been able to get those balls underneath and hit it for 6. Dhoni's power. It was because of Dhoni's power that he
Now he's saying because of Dhoni's power.
No, it's because of Dhoni's power. But
Now
he
he's
lost
saying
it.
Dhoni's power. But
No, but he lost it in the 15th and 16th over.
yeah, not
Yeah.
Of course he did. There was no intent.
Arey,
अरे यहाँ पंजाब is
you win and lose not because of one player.
Oh.
Another
This is
Yorker.
the hat trick. Yeah.
Another Yorker.
But that's it. The game is done.
Great ball.
Akash, nahi yaar. I don't think MI choked. I think
This is not a joke.
on the day, Punjab were a better team.
Yep.
They batted well. They bowled well. Because you have a kid. You've got a kid here.
that?
How
Dilip
Dilip Tahil. How old is he? 22, 23.
Who?
Arshdeep, 23.
23.
Yeah.
And there Cameron Green also, by the way, is very young. You Cameron Green, you had Jason Behrendorff,
24 actually.
24, and who was the Archer?
Archer.
Okay, 3 experienced international bowlers. Oh, anyway.
No problem, doesn't matter.
Just
Chalo ji, 14,
2 runs.
13 runs.
And maybe we can change the title now.
Yeah, we
13
we
runs.
must, we must. So
Great.
13 run win. And that means now Punjab become the 5th team with 8 points.
Arshdeep, can
It is on
Give him a-
Arshdeep only.
Arshdeep break stumps and
Mumbai
Mumbai
Hearts.
streak also.
No, Arshdeep shatters stumps, Mumbai hurts.
And Mumbai streak as well.
3-match winning streak has ended. So.
What an over.
Super over. Just one.
What a superb last
Just
over.
2 runs in that 20th over.
Poor Tim David got just stranded on the other side after the first ball.
But
Also
any-
that catch by Taide of Surya, that was the turning point. That completely turned the match around.
Yes.
Oh, that was Atar.
Atar.
I was wondering who that was. I thought Livingston, but Livingston usually fields at long on,
long on,
off.
long off.
Yep, it was in the deep. So yes, Cameron Green also getting out at that same time prior to that, and Surya's dismissal.
I think that's where it wasn't game over really, but yeah, the momentum really shifted there because Mumbai were operating in 5th gear or 6th gear like we recently
Surya was a
discovered.
big wicket. I thought Surya was the wicket that they also desperately wanted because they knew, Surya from that end was playing at a strike rate of over 200 to close to 220. In fact, more than 220 before he got out. Love Karantur 15 of 3 and you sent Nehal Vadera ahead of Jofra Archer.
I mean, you sent a batsman ahead of a bowler here. Big deal.
Yeah.
Jofra, he's implying that Jofra can be a big hitter. but
Yeah,
In these circumstances, Arshdeep bowling well wouldn't have made a difference. Whether you send Vadera, whether
exactly.
you send Jofra.
I think the mood in which Arshdeep was wouldn't have mattered. Although I get your point, but you also have to realize here, Lavkaran, Jofra Archer is coming off
Yes.
a long injury. I don't even know if how much he's batted.
Just about bowled to an extent.
I also have too much. I actually like his batting. Him, Rabada. I think he's slightly better than Rabada. though.
He is.
He's slightly better than Rabada, but still, Nehal Vadera
Yep.
would have been the obvious choice.
Yes. So, yeah, I mean, you knew that Arshdeep was going to bowl 2 overs. That's why they tried to target Nathan Ellis as much as they could. And they kind of, I think they needed 34 of 12, right?
Yeah.
And they got it down to 15. So they got 17 or 19 runs in that over. But 18 runs in the over.
But look at the fact that this team has played 2 matches in 48 hours. They lost a close one the other day in Mohali. Flew to Mumbai. Probably just had a day's practice. Today again, as we know, match day, you don't really practice much. And for them to have scored 200 plus runs, then take 7 wickets, rather 6 wickets of the Mumbai Indians, defend that total on a flat track, brilliant job done.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to get my prediction wrong, because you, at the end of the day, you really want to see good cricket, and this is deservedly a very good win for the Punjab Kings.
True.
Indeed.
Piyush Nandre is saying Arjun Tendulkar's 31 run over cost them that game.
Definitely swung the momentum.
Yes.
You can't blame a single
Exactly,
person for a single win or loss either.
That's what I was telling Siddharth also. You don't win or lose a game because of just one player. Yes, it does matter. Like for example, Rinku Singh single-handedly individual brilliance. That was a freak knock. You won't get to see those kind of knocks every day, every year also. But then, I understand you are right. Maybe you love that team so much that you had to put a pin blame on somebody.
I mean, which team?
CSK.
Oh, of course.
That's your favorite team, no?
It is. But I will blame where the blame lies.
Yeah, don't start this topic.
Oh, come on. You started it, Shane, first.
No,
I'll tell you, you are, becoming a troll.
I'm not becoming a troll.
You are.
I'm not becoming a troll.
He says becoming.
I'm not becoming a troll. People can't digest the facts. Cold hard fact of Indian cricket and Indian cricket fans, they can't digest cold hard
No,
facts.
I agree with you but that was not the day. I agree with you, but not for that game. It wasn't because of MS Dhoni. There were other players who bossed up the entire situation.
But Dhoni also was in that because he didn't show intent.
Acha, why aren't you who is more responsible, Ravindra Jadeja or MS Dhoni? Who came out to bat? No, but you've been blaming only and only MS Dhoni.
Because of the intent he didn't show in the 15th and 16th.
Arey, but how do you know
tell me,
if
what was
someone is
Jadeja
showing
doing?
intent?
Jadeja came out to bat before MS Dhoni.
Jadeja, we were not even expecting that he would have that much of an impact.
Oh, come on, man. Please then raise your voice and get him out of the Indian team if you are not expecting anything from Ravindra Jadeja with the bat.
When did we expect Jadeja as a big
Boss,
player in T20 cricket?
Always.
T20. No, with the bat he struggled. Jadeja with the bat he struggled. In ODIs he's been
See, even ODIs and Test cricket, Jadeja, the batsman now who he is far. In fact, in the last 4 years, he's improved a lot as a batter.
That's what I said.
But last 4 years,
I've said in ODI and Test cricket, but not in T20.
At T20, you would still, and you are expecting a 41-year-old retired player who played his last competitive game
Last IPL.
Or international game in 2019. This is 2023. 4 years ago, he played his last international game and plays just a couple of months of cricket.
Even when he was playing active cricket, he followed that same template, and it was 5 out of 10 times.
By the way, Jadeja T20s, ODIs, you would remember the very same knock where India lost. While I understand, there
2019 World Cup.
There you can say MS Dhoni. There you can say the MS Dhoni tried to take it deep, but who got the runs then?
It was Jadeja.
I know there was artificial excitement. Who got that artificial excitement back? Jadeja. So that's what I'm saying,
And that too, prior to that, Jadeja was not in form. So what Sanjay Manjrekar's comment to us, it was correct.
Let's not get into. See, I know a lot of people these days, what they do is, because I won't say, I don't want to use that word because a lot of people have used that word for us also. But just to make things spicy, just to grab attention, they, what they do on Twitter these days is just to grab attention, just to make things spicy. So, anyways,
there is nothing spicy about it. If Dhoni followed that template even when he was 30, he's following that template even when he's 40.
I agree with you on most of the occasion, but on that occasion, if you are putting the blame entirely on MS Dhoni, that is wrong.
In that particular match, and see, just to, let's say, because we've got the other match to talk about, we've talked about this at length already. There is the way I look at it is there is absolutely no harm. A man who knows that he can strike the ball at 200 right towards the end, or let's say in the 19th, the 20th over, for him to have slowed, even if he did, let's say, in the 15th or 16th over when the spinners were on, that's absolutely fine. I know my strength lies in, facing the faster bowlers. I back myself. I've got a proven record of a 200 strike rate, rather a 200 plus strike rate in the 19th and the 20th over. I'll take my chance. I'll take the match to,
But at the same time,
to that extent.
even peak MS Dhoni, peak. He said, 15 plus, nah, it was too much. And at the same point in
things
time,
changed after 2016. After 2016, Dhoni was not the same Dhoni, and that is why he started giving up one format after the other. I understand, but in his heydays, Dhoni knew how to, and also when he was at the peak of his powers. He could actually take, and by the way, things and cricket also changed. At that time, 140, 150, 160 was the par score. These days, par score is close
190,
to
200. Yep.
Yeah. So, but I'm not getting into the score sheet and all these things. I'm just saying, putting the blame entirely on MS Dhoni. Anyways, we had a very good game here.
Yeah.
Let's
Talk
get back to
about
this
that.
game.
Davis Cricket absolutely, totally, 500% disagree with your comment. I'd never said MI or chokers. I never said that. He said no, Siddharth, there's no MI chokers. No, I didn't say that. MI lost because they were facing an uphill task anyways. Those two dismissals came at an unfortunate time.
MI lost to excellence, as simple as
Yeah,
that.
simple.
They lost to the better team, and I think, what KL Rahul, let's say, said earlier in the day, this team can be really proud of the effort, and they can take this one on their chin because they really know they put in their heart and soul into this match.
Yeah.
You can't say that the batters didn't fire. The batters did. They gave you 200 runs. They took the match to the last
Took some
three
superb
deliveries at least.
fielding and last over bowling.
And when you've got one of the best operators at the death bowling at you, at full tilt, in the best of moods he was today, definitely Arshdeep Singh.
Yeah.
Broke 2 stumps, not 1. So yeah, I think as a unit, you can be proud of the effort that you put in. That's that.
And you can really see how Arshdeep put in effort because at the initial when he came on to bowl, I think at the 17th over, he was trying a Yorker but getting a few full tosses.
Yes,
It went
and he
for
got smacked.
sixes.
Yes,
but
Tim
then
David did smack him for his sixth that over. I
quickly,
remember.
fixed his
I
mistakes.
hope you've seen those. Huh?
Really,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, he was very quick with how he wanted to navigate that situation. Even if he was getting hit out of the park, he went. I mean, amazing intent from Arshdeep today.
He's reminded us all that confidence, how big a role
Yeah,
confidence plays.
yeah.
Because even after that, in an over wherein he was just asked to defend 15 runs, he backed his strength, which was the Yorker. One of the tougher deliveries, regardless of what format you're talking about, especially the T20 format, to nail that, it's always a delight to watch that.
Indeed. And see, Arshdeep's 2 overs would have made the difference anyways. You're thinking it's Mumbai's game to lose, but actually they were only having 19 overs because Arshdeep was anyway going to bowl a superb. He was in the zone, by the way. Last 3-4 games, Arshdeep's been bowling superbly in the
Look at his
death overs.
thinking. He bowled that short one first. He had anticipated the shot from Tilak Verma, bowled that short ball, then dismissed him the next ball, knew that the pressure would be on the incoming batter, backed it up with another Yorker. That's a bowler that's really thinking.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, Mumbai, there were 3 major moments, I would say. One, that 96 overs in the last 5 overs, it absolutely 96 runs in 5 overs just destroyed the momentum that Mumbai had heading into the match. Then Cameron Green and Suryakumar Yadav falling in quick succession, that's about it. And Arshdeep, it was fantastic, stump shattering stuff from him, man. Punjab will be very happy now, 5th team with 8 points, and it has totally thrown the table.
Now they'll be thinking that day before yesterday as well, it was their game. Because if they can put in a performance like this, they must be thinking, I'm sure they'll be thinking today that was again 2 points that we lost out on.
You know what would have hurt them more? That loss against Gujarat Titans in Mohali. Had Sam Curran managed to hold his
Tewatia.
nerve.
Yeah.
Tewatia.
I think in that game still Gujarat were ahead.
True.
I think what should hurt them would be the game that they lost to
RCB, yeah.
Yes.
where
24 runs.
You guys were physically present.
Yep.
Just the two of you. And Shivam also.
Shivam also, I think we enjoyed
Yeah.
it. very
Yep. So RCB, they have got a match tomorrow. We'll come to that later. But any more chats? GGK saying green can't be number 3. Should be 3 Sky, 4 Tilak, 5 green.
And
But
I don't think anyone batted not good today. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Green batted really well. How can you say, yo, you shouldn't.
And Green's got 2 half centuries now, by the way, batting at that spot.
Again,
And it has worked for them.
yeah, exactly. They've just been
Why
outplayed.
fix
That's all.
something that is not already broken?
And anyway, Mumbai faced an uphill task because Ishan Kishan fell cheaply. So that is why to accelerate from that point, you need to go continuously. You need to go hammer and tongs. But
Actually, credit to Green because he was the one who was the aggressive of the two. Rohit Sharma only picked up later. I remember at one point Green was operating at a strike rate of 200 and he had some 26 odd runs of just 12-13 deliveries. So he was the aggressor. Of course, Rohit Sharma picked up. But I think on the day, Cameron Green again will hold his head high in terms of the fact that he batted at a strike rate of 155, picked up a wicket at least, I remember.
yep.
So it's just hard luck today for Mumbai. You know, you look at that scorecard, barring let's say Ishan Kishan who misfired today or didn't fire at all.
Didn't fire at all.
The other batters can be happy with what they've done, and they'd be the ones to be saying, like KL Rahul said earlier, that we are on the wrong side of the result. They led themselves to the result, but Mumbai today can say that we are on the wrong side of the result today.
Yeah, I mean, see, Mumbai in the past, there was confidence that they could chase down a total of 200 plus.
Yeah.
So they could chase down 200 plus because see, they had the firepower at the bottom. You had Kyron Pollard in the past who would do really well. And remember, the last time Mumbai successfully chased down, it was a total in excess of 215. It was thanks to Kyron Pollard. But now Mumbai are without him and they are like wondering, okay, 200, we can get close. But I think somewhere you'll encounter better bowling attacks that can peg them down.
No, but even right now, I don't think at the halfway stage Mumbai wouldn't have backed themselves because they've got reason to believe at the moment. Because see what's happened over the last 2 matches for them. Tim David has been getting some runs. Tilak Verma has consistently been getting runs. Surya Kumar Yadav seems to have rediscovered his form.
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma. That Delhi game is what really,
Changed his luck.
reinstated that confidence in Rohit Sharma, and which is why we saw, I think, a knock of 40 also from him the other day.
Against Kolkata.
So I think they would have been confident at the halfway stage as well, or not probably be thinking that or been in that nostalgia that we don't have a Kyron Pollard with us anymore.
If you give me a slightly better bowling attack for Mumbai Indians, I would say they are winning the title this time.
True.
Yeah.
Because they've got their batting. I think they now know what their batting order, what their batting is, what their perfect 11 is, or perfect batting lineup is. I think they've got it. That's why I thought, I had proposed that idea. Maybe Rohit Sharma can come down in the middle order, open with Cameron Green and Ishan Kishan, then Surya at 3, then Rohit at number 4. Because he's done that in the past in IPL itself.
Didn't he start at number 5 or 6?
No, he has to bat.
Batted.
So I'm not going back to those days. Even not too long ago also, he has batted in the middle order. I think.
Really?
Yeah, 4-5 years at most. Maybe.
But also
But
with
not for Mumbai.
Mumbai also.
For Mumbai.
for
So, yeah, I think Evan Lewis and somebody must have opened.
Quinton, perhaps.
Yeah.
Quinton.
So that's what. But the good thing about
Lendl Simmons.
Lendl Simmons.
I said.
Evan Lewis.
Evan
was also part of.
Evan was also
Lendl
part.
Simmons, I thought. Yeah, sorry. So, but I think the good thing about Rohit Sharma is when I always say this, when he was announced as India's captain, he made his first press conference. He said, yes, we are looking to change the template of how we play T20 cricket. Good thing about him is that he is perhaps the only top order batter who has in the Indian team who has at least shown us that he is ready to change, and he does play with that sort of a template. Unfortunately, other batters do not play in the same template. I honestly feel that by doing so, Rohit Sharma has missed out on a lot of runs. Today also a soft dismissal, and if you are if you just want to clear the boundary, if you're just going for runs, there will be opportunities. In fact, you will create opportunities for the opposition, and that's what has happened in the recent past. In the last 3 or 4 games where he's got runs but has not been able to convert them. Then, but also I think that he has finally got confidence in his middle order, in his lower order. And it's just the bowling. I think the bowling is where bowling is their weak.
I think one good quality wrist spinner and this side would have been looking like a completely different outfit.
No, I think Pacer. Piyush Chawla
But then-
has done good.
No, that's there, but then had Jofra Archer been that fully fit Jofra Archer, of course you didn't plan for a Jasprit Bumrah injury to be so prolonged. So that was, I think the thinking was right. They didn't really think of having a quality spinner, which is because I think what they've realized is that batting is their strength. In the last 2-3 games they've realized that they really need
But I think teams who have a good bowling unit, they eventually finish at the top in the IPL more often than not. And see, Jason Behrendorff, his best days are over behind him. Cameron Green is still a newbie, if I can call him a newbie, and he is an all-rounder. Suffered an injury, had to wait long.
Stress fractures.
Yeah. So and then Jofra Archer also coming back after
3 years
after an injury layoff. See what they need. What you are saying, one good spinner. I think Piyush Chawla for them somehow is doing a pretty decent job also.
Yes. Yeah.
But what they are missing, a Trent Bolt for Rajasthan. They are missing a Mohammad Shami for GT. They are missing a Mohammad Siraj in RCB. They are missing an Arshdeep in Punjab Kings. I think that's where they need one good quality international standard bowler, fast bowler. Maybe they look slightly better also because of the presence of these all-rounders.
Yep. So, okay, what is any comments? GGK question to me. So, if you have no expectation, Jadeja batting, more expect age 41 Dhoni, then will you drop him from India T20 team? I didn't get that. More expectations at the age of 41.
No. If you have no expectation in Jadeja from batting and rather you have more expectations from a 41-year-old Dhoni, then will you drop Jadeja from the Indian T20 team?
That
This
is the
question.
misconception. I have no expectation.
from
But if you have no expectation from
Then
Jadeja,
I can very well say that he botched it up in the 15-16
No.
over.
Huh? From Jadeja?
From Dhoni. From
Basically,
Dhoni.
you are saying that Jadeja should be dropped from the T20.
I didn't say that.
No, but
Are you going to
see,
utilize?
see,
Are you going to utilize Jadeja only as a batter?
But are you? Can you give me a guarantee that you will get 4 overs every day in every match from Jadeja?
No.
We don't know. We don't know what this
We
Indian
don't know.
cricket team
There
is
no
thinking.
guarantee. I am saying there is no guarantee.
Because this Indian cricket team doesn't think straight.
So then drop him, boss.
I don't know whether they're going to drop him.
Jadeja comes with a package. An outstanding fielder,
Yes.
Yeah.
a pretty decent bowler, but in T20s he is a better batter than a bowler. In Test matches he's a better bowler, especially at home. He's a better bowler than a batter. ODIs you can
ODIs also he's
I would
good.
say in
You can
test
expect-
I would say in test cricket he is just as good as a batter as he is a
Same in
bowler.
ODIs also.
But still, more often than not, he'll win you games with his bowling in test
But
at home.
At home, you
With
are expecting
conditions.
him to score a 50-70, let's say, also,
Yeah, I don't mind. But
Perhaps a little more also.
But in T20s, he's a better batter than a bowler. I know in the last couple of games, he has done exceedingly well with the ball. He hasn't performed with the bat. But you ask anybody, in T20s, would you rely more on Jadeja's bowling or batting? I think it's the best thing about Jadeja. Yeah, T20, he didn't play the Asia Cup, he didn't play the T20 World Cup. Before that, where was he batting in our T20 squad in T20 11?
Number 5, number 4, number 5. Huh?
Why?
Because you needed a floater to ensure that the opposition plans were thrown awry.
So he had something in him, na? That Rohit and the team management thought that he is good enough to bat at number 4. There must be something in him. That's what I'm
But
trying.
see, that's the problem. Unfortunately, he got that injury. That's why you couldn't see more of him. He got that injury and... But see, Jadeja, look at his 2020 batting, I'm just saying. it's not set the stage on fire like how he's done in tests and ODIs. GGK is missing the whole point.
I agree.
He's missing the whole point.
Jadeja is good enough to be part of
He is
Indian
good.
11, right or wrong?
Yes,
or
but
no?
on those two facets of bowling and fielding, we are not focusing on the batting aspect at
on,
all.
no.
We are not focusing on the batting aspect at all.
Okay,
Come
do
on.
you have anyone
Because
in
with
mind
this-
who
with
presents
this
you
Indian
like Rahul
cricket
said,
team-
the word package is, is very fitting. Let's say for somebody like a Ravindra Jadeja, because he gives you something in all three departments, not just something, I would say something meaty in all three departments, I should say.
Okay, if he's the total package, okay, look at his impact in ICC.
Is there a better
events,
package
except
that
the
you have
semi-final.
right now?
Except the semi-final of
Why
2019.
did Deepak Hooda play?
That's the main problem. With this Indian cricket team, it is. Rahul is asking me that whether the Indian cricket team will include Jadeja. I can't trust this Indian cricket team.
No, but would you have him in your 11?
I have never
If-
asked. No.
if I am a selector, I would-
is including him. I'm saying, will you include? You've not been able to give me.
I have said
close-ended answer.
Of course, I've said yes on just those two aspects. But see,
No, will you have him or not?
You are.
I have said yes.
Okay. So basically, you are saying that you will include Jadeja in the Indian cricket 11.
yeah,
T20 11.
Yes.
On the basis of just his fielding and bowling.
yes.
Okay. Can you guarantee me that you will get 4 overs from Jadeja in every T20 game?
Okay, firstly, the Indian cricket team is not an AC or a fan which I have to give a guarantee to. First, in an ideal world, I know this Indian cricket team and this Indian system is not ideal. I would want to guarantee him 4 overs. If I was the captain, I'd say, you bowl 4 overs. But if is a very big word.
Just check. Go back and check how many times has he been able to complete his overs, not just in India, but everywhere he's played. In T20s and also IPL. Look at last year. I know he didn't play too many games.
He didn't play half of the season.
Half the season, just check. And even before that, last season also, when you were actually playing
In Abu Dhabi.
UAE.
Yeah, UAE.
So, even when he was the captain, he wouldn't bowl 4 overs himself. And you are ready to guarantee me that you will, irrespective of whatever happens, you will bowl him 4 overs.
Yes. Because
That is the reason why all of us are sitting here.
Because see, the basic crux of the matter is GGK has missed the whole point. GGK has missed the whole point. Okay, Aditya Mohanty, you want a clear-cut answer? Yes, I have blamed Kane Williamson. Okay, I am not like this blind fan like most of the Indian cricket public is. That I will not. Of course, I have blamed Kane Williamson for his insipid captaincy in 2021.
It's a free country. We got independence in 1947. Everybody has the right to express his opinion. That's fine. I'm just trying to discuss it. Let's not make other people spectators and them also. Anyways, it's okay. You want to play Jadeja on the basis of his bowling and fielding. That's fine. You want to give him 4 overs every game. That's also fine.
It is like, see, he's asking me to guarantee an India World Cup win in 2023.
No.
Of course.
No.
Of course.
No.
Because on what basis can you ask me a guarantee of Jadeja for 4 overs?
I'll tell you. That's what. So I am saying, why did Deepak Hooda make it to the Indian 11?
Because of an unfortunate injury to Jadeja. Simple.
And did Deepak Hooda bowl any overs?
No.
So Deepak Hooda was your 6th bowling option.
Yes.
Jadeja would have been your.
Maybe a 5th bowling option. 5th.
Then who wouldn't have played?
Deepak Hooda.
Deepak.
You're saying, see, at that time Jadeja was injured.
Okay, so then who would have been your 6th bowling option?
There wouldn't have been 6 bowling options. If Jadeja was there, you need a 6th bowling option.
5 bowlers.
Yes.
And 6 batters.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Just take out the 11 before the Asia Cup when Jadeja was playing. You
Fine.
will always have a 6th bowling option. That was the key.
That was Jadeja.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Jadeja was your 6th bowling option, by the way. That is the reason why Huda was picked. And it happened because and that is why you broke your back the moment Hardik broke his back.
Yeah. Because you didn't have a pace bowling.
Injuries.
Yeah.
So
That's the
Jadeja was
problem.
your sixth bowling option.
That is the main problem. That's the problem. Because of those injuries, you couldn't play your ideal bowling combination.
I mean, anyway, chalo.
Shivam, I think we've got plenty of supers.
Le lo.
Chalo, let's quickly now take these supers one by one.
In Jadeja's no use. I have not said that at all. Abhay Pratap Singh.
And GJ, a good job in terms of dividing the house today.
The house is always divided.
नहीं तो वो तो he was.
Yeah.
Anyways. Siddharth Gupta has some opinion on Arjun Tendulkar, which at least I do not agree. Two players show him up.
Arshdeep Singh showed him up as well.
Okay, yeah. So Arshdeep Singh, who is of same age, Harpreet. But Siddharth, I can give you names of probably 100 or thousands of people of same age who are doing virtually nothing in their lives.
Exactly.
This boy is still, doing everything on his own, and maybe looking from the outside, it looks very easy, but it is not.
Yeah. And by the way, if he wanted to reap the fruit of nepotism, he wouldn't have shifted to Goa.
Yeah.
If he really thought
Exactly.
nepotism would really get him the laurels in this game, he's not done that.
In the IPL, in the Indian team, a long time back, if that was the case.
It sounds really great, the word nepotism.
It's become a buzzword,
Exactly.
unfortunately.
At least not for Arjun Tendulkar, I won't agree. Not for any other reason, but simply because
Not everyone.
maybe we know the struggles that he has gone through, and even for his father. I've known, in fact, I've heard stories about how Sachin would also keep Arjun away from media glare, and there were times when he does get a few advantages. I agree, it does get a few, but then people like you, and when I say people like you, as in general, it's nothing derogatory, because they do think that he is getting some undue advantage. That's not the case. Anyways.
Alas Swami saying that at last Arshdeep Singh puts his hand up, puts his hand on his hamstring, hoping that nothing serious has happened. Was he? Did he clutch his hamstring? I missed that.
I also missed
Might
it.
have been a cramp or something. It's
He was putting in a lot of efforts towards those last few balls, though. So wouldn't be
Clocking close
surprised
to
if it was
144 kmph.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Aditya Mohanty then says that New Zealand lost 2015, 19, 20, 21 World Cup finals and the 2022 semi-final. I blame Kane Williamson entirely for those losses. He should take the VRS.
There is.
Voluntary retirement.
Anyway, see, 2015 Williamson wasn't the captain. It was Brendan McCullum. Firstly,
Mr. Baz.
yes, and it was Baz's horror shot. What a horror shot that was. And 2019, well, can you blame anybody in that 2019 World Cup?
No.
You can't.
No.
So Aditya Mohanty, the basis of 2015 and 19 itself is wrong.
You can blame the rule book, let's say, in
No,
2019.
no, that existed. England won it. So it's no point blaming the rule book. England won the game, even in the technicalities of the rules. Yes, Dharmasena didn't give that as a 5-run.
5-run,
It
yeah.
was a 6. He signaled as a 6.
But that was also as per the rules.
It was.
No, they didn't cross, no?
Who?
It should have been
It
5.
should have been
runs,
5.
was
They
given
didn't
6.
cross.
But how?
It went off the. It should have been 5, but he signaled as a 6. Because the batsman
so the
hadn't
rule
crossed.
is you only get that run for the overthrow if the batters cross each other, but the batters hadn't crossed each other.
Yes.
And it
Yep.
ended up being given as a 6.
It should have been 5 runs.
Could have been the difference maker, and surely would have been,
Yeah.
but again.
So on the basis of 2015 and 19, Aditya, you've got that. Sorry, your argument itself falls flat.
Shubham Garg. Gargi, you want to take the question?
okay. Rahul Mumbai does not, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Mumbai does not have good bowling because they are overpaying for Ishan, Rohit, and Green. Green has never bowled in death, even in Big Bash.
Yep.
Rohit, disagree. I can understand keeping a captain who's won you 5 titles. Ishan, big agree. because I mean, bowl the ball to bowl Ishan Kishan. I will stick with that. And for Green, I think it's more a case of them investing in someone who has a lot of potential.
Yeah. And somebody who performed really well when he made his debut here.
In India, exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, Manchester Rising again.
MS Dhoni, I think
let's just.
Sidvi should be the right person to
best
take the
candidate
question.
to take this one. Manchester Rising from
Okay, MSD is a 41-year-old super captain and more than decent batsman for CSK. Look what happened without him last year. His mind itself is worth in gold. Agreed, his mind is worth in gold. Yes, but he was there the entire of 2022. Okay, he captained only in the second half of it. But that too, he threw Jadeja under the bus. So that's okay. He's a 41-year-old super captain. Agreed. There is nothing wrong in his captaincy. It is just his batting template that I have a problem with.
Chalo. ठीक है.
That's
You're
it.
entitled to your opinion.
Yep. So Hariharan Vishwanathan from the US is saying, MI well played, but unfortunately will always be pressured this year where batting has to make up for their bowling. No chance of winning IPL. Yep. That's why I didn't put them in the top 4 because
I agree.
Hariharan is right.
Nothing more to add in the words of MS Dhoni.
41-year-old.
In T20, Jadeja is of no. Chalo, आगे बढ़ो. हाँ, Priyanshu is asking if not Jaddu then.
Who's the next best package?
now, why not Jaddu? I'm saying include Jaddu.
No, Priyanshu is asking if not Jaddu. Anyways, chalo, we'll not get into that debate again.
Yeah.
We'll save it for some other day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we'll get back to this after IPL ends and we miss Mahendra Singh Dhoni on the scene again.
Yeah.
That's
Last
when
year?
we'll reignite.
Last season?
No, I think he'll play.
Let's see.
Nah, I think
he's
will
made
play.
the fans emotional anyways, and he's already.
But he
said
always
this.
throws up surprises. I never expected he'll announce on an Instagram post. Consider 1929 hours I'm retired on August 16th, 15th August of 2020.
It was during the lockdown.
Yeah.
It was my birthday.
Ooh.
What? He was born on the same day India got independence. Free country and all that.
Oh, 15th of August.
Huh.
I know quite a lot of people who were born on 15th of August.
Really?
Nationalists, they all are.
Chalo, another additional cake you will get this time.
Yep.
Or it's a single cake with.
I'm sorry, I have to take Abhinav Chatterjee's comment. So he says Sidney should follow Ferrari, the F1 team, for one season. He'll have no complaints for Jaddu or Dhoni. Like Ferrari's management is notoriously horrible.
Yeah, I've called Ferrari hopeless.
Yeah.
They are hopeless. I mean, after maybe 2012, I think I've lost all hope with Ferrari.
Yeah, Akash Bharadwaj is saying, looking at Jofra Archer, do you see the same Jasprit Bumrah for the World Cup in 2023?
Man, it'll be tough.
I have my doubts.
Very valid question.
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, I was also wondering, in fact, I keep discussing these sort of issues with a lot of people, and this thing has also come up for discussion quite a number of times. And even I'm waiting to see by
We're all worried about his run up, his
Rhythm.
action, his rhythm, his pace, his accuracy.
because it's the back.
Yeah.
For a fast bowler, Mohit Sharma, it took him so long to come back to competitive cricket.
Yeah.
2 years, right? It took him.
I think Hardik also had the same injury which Mohit Sharma I think suffered, and Hardik also eventually went to the same doctor also. I think did Hardik go to England? Or
England, yeah. He went to London.
He did not go to
Same doctor.
Germany.
No.
that
He went to
was,
London.
KL Rao,
KL Rao.
sports hernia.
Yeah. He went to London, and the same surgeon was suggested was Shreyas Iyer also.
I think
Ayer's undergone his surgery,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
Who?
Iyer.
Shreyas
Shreyas
He's
Iyer.
done with the surgery.
Yeah.
3-month recovery period or something.
He is also,
I think Jasprit Bumrah could have been back, but then remember when they tried to fast track him back and then he made the injury even
I think
worse.
Sri Lanka's
Australia.
Australia. Yeah.
Two.
That was a horrible decision by the management. They had no business getting him in that early after a serious injury.
True.
Yeah. So
In fact, he was named, I think, in the series before that, which was, I think, South Africa, but he didn't play.
Yeah.
And then they said, okay, next series he'll be back.
he
plays
was supposed to be in the side for the Barsapara T20, but he had to withdraw. That's it.
Please let me read this comment, please. It's from Rahul Java, who says, not bothered about LSG, but KL Rahul is dangerous for the Indian team. The last two T20 World Cups, he averages 6 against the top teams. Punjab also lost similar matches with Rahul in 2020. He's 31 years old right now and probably not worth investing in. I don't know about that last part about the not worth, but I will say this. He's currently playing in a franchise whose owner had no hesitation stripping MS Dhoni of captaincy and giving it to Steve Smith.
Yeah.
So he needs to watch his
2017.
back. He needs to watch his back. If he keeps doing this, I doubt they'll just stick around with it.
And you have a Gautam Gambhir also there, by the way.
A very strong character, very strong-headed character.
Very
He will not.
hard taskmaster. I remember, I think I've already mentioned this a couple of times. He understands international cricket and IPL. When he says that in IPL you don't have that much of pressure, so he would expect KL Rahul to perform better than he's been doing. So,
In fact, in that very same interview, Rahul, he was backing KL Rahul to the hilt. He said that,
only for the IPL, by the way.
only for the IPL. He said, anyway, doesn't matter, like you said, the pressure thing. And then he, in fact, said, he's got a couple of centuries as well. So, he's got all the reason to be confident about his abilities. But, KL Rahul is looking at tougher times.
Very tough times. Manchester Rising. Who was better captain, Ponting or MSD?
7th August when India
MSG.
won. 7th August was.
Neeraj.
No.
I think it was Abhinav Bindra.
Abhinav Bindra.
Abhinav
Oh,
Bindra.
right.
First individual gold medal,
Yes.
independent India.
Chalo, go down. Who was better captain, MS Dhoni?
Quickly,
or,
Sidvi, have your pick.
Jaldi, no discussions, huh?
No, why or yeah, chalo, very
This
quickly.
was Manchester Rising. Ponting or MSD?
Overall Ponting.
Ponting or MSD?
MSD.
Ponting or
MSD.
Ponting or MSD?
MS.
We'll give it a pass. Aditya.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You got to name one.
ST Red lost. I will blame Sidvi entire.
Of course.
He's being sarcastic.
Yeah, he's been sarcastic. Yeah.
He's always cheeky.
Sidvi though didn't even turn up for the match.
No, I will still be blamed.
Not MS.
Not MS. I'll still be blamed.
Man City versus Real Madrid. Your picks.
Man City.
What is this? There's a match to today.
No. It's coming up.
Champions
couple of
League
weeks.
semi-final.
Champions League semis. Huh.
Real Madrid.
I hope it's Real.
England clubs. Sorry.
Huh?
England clubs.
Acha.
You don't like English clubs? Apparently they're too hooliganistic.
Chalo, आओ जल्दी आओ.
Hey, we missed one, no?
Achha,
There was another super chat, I guess.
Away Pratap Singh, Neeraj.
Neeraj, अच्छा. Oh yes.
Hey, AajTak है.
8th I did his interview. I remember. Yeah, 7th. Can't remember. Anyways.
चलो. Sure, वो ले लेना. We took the previous one. एक और, I think there was one more super chat.
We
अच्छा, we do.
We took that. Yep.
अच्छा. Chalo, with that, is it a wrap?
Let's take Akash's question. It's a nice one. Just quickly pick.
So you got favorite overseas player of all time, A.B. de Villiers.
Sir Vivian Richards, Kevin Peterson or Lassit Malinga?
What format? What are we
I can
talking
guess
about?
what it is.
Okay, two more super chats.
I think it will be AB just for the unpredictability.
Any day, Viv Richards. Any day.
See, I would have picked Viv, but I wasn't born then, so I'll go with. I'll go with a different option. I loved AB, my favorite ever IPL foreign player. Go and watch an old video we've done on that. AB. But I think if you're picking my all-time favorite overseas, Kevin Peterson was something else. Maverick.
If you ask me, my all-time favorite cricketer, then I might pick Shane Warne.
Loved that man.
Character.
Yeah.
He was somebody who could bring crowds to the stadiums.
Made leg spin an art.
Shubham Garg.
We all bash Rahul for T20 World Cup. No one points Rohit. His last contribution was in 2007 T20 World Cup. Nothing in 7 T20 World Cups after that. He's more dangerous.
We'll take that. ठीक है.
Yep, that's about it.
चलो यार.
अरे यार, विशाल शर्मा तो is now throwing questions out.
We're not going to start
We're
a
not-
quiz show. For that, we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll do another episode.
And we are
quiz show.
coming back tomorrow, so maybe we'll save some of these for tomorrow. And
अरे Mokshit Vasudev is saying, do you guys think Punjab can qualify for
Yes.
the playoffs? Siddharth?
No.
Gargi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shivam? No. Mine is
Yes, of course.
Big yes.
RCB or RR.
bus, yeah.
Chalo.
Yep. Tomorrow double header.
That's a wrap.
Yep.
I think yes.
Two good games.
RCB versus
Very good
RR.
games.
Yeah.
Yep.
One,
The green jersey, RCB versus RR tomorrow,
in fact,
first game.
One a very high scoring. I shouldn't be saying that two very good games. In fact, one very good game. Just that both were thrilling towards the end.
Yeah.
One a very high scoring game. I think both the teams crossed 200 runs.
200, yep.
There, both the teams struggled.
Choke for the ages.
So
Yeah.
we've had a high scoring thrill and a forced thriller today.
Yes.
So tomorrow, big day. Another double header. Rajasthan versus
RCB.
Bangalore.
Yep.
And
Gargi wearing green tomorrow?
Yes.
Where do I get a green jersey?
Just get
Just
anything
any green.
big one.
Okay.
Yep.
There's no green.
And
How does it matter? Where an,
I'll try wearing
Wear green tomorrow,
Yes,
yes,
of course.
in support of your team.
wear your RCB jersey.
And towards the end, you can also spread that message of green living, clean living, environment conservation,
and the last game, CSK versus KKR at the Eden Gardens.
oh, good. So Shane's
Yes,
also
okay.
coming. Oh,
At
Shane's
the
not
Eden
coming
Gardens.
tomorrow.
In case they do win, send me a Zoom link.
Ah, okay then. Shane's
But
joining
only
us
if they win.
only if they win. So KKR looking to snap their 3-match losing streak. 2 big games coming up. We're going to see you tomorrow as always. Bye bye from all of us in the studio. Shivam
See
also
you
says
for
bye-bye.
Super Sunday.
Good night.